or managerial promotion. The bill to repair the city has bankrupted the Secret Service, and we've blown the sewerage bucket on the special effects.
Aries, how you doing? So we are here to do a 2020 reading for you. So this might be a long drawn out one. So what I thought the best approach to do this is to do in 2 sections, okay? But we will clarify everything as well. But I'm going to do it from January till June, and then we'll do it in June sort of time. We'll do another section. But in that last one, there will be cards that will appear in case you never did watch this one, and we're looking in the future that will bring you back to this one. So, all right, in the future, future self. I think that you might be writing letters to your future self or your future partner, is what I'm hearing. But we'll see. So your future self is what I'm hearing, future self. So hopefully you like the intros and the music that I've been doing. I'm really trying to find a backing. If you do like the intros that I've ever put out and that I have been doing, there's a new channel called luciddreamtarotmusic. And you can find the link in the description, along with everything else that's also now been changed. So you can take a look, see what you think. Hopefully you like it. There'll be channeled messages of different kinds of music. The last one that I've just done is Jim Morrison's story. So see what you think anyway, Aries. I really am hoping for support from people. So let's see, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus from January till June 2020. Aries, overview reading for 2020. Thank you. Until June. So Piscean, I was going to say, I heard Pisces. I heard that pesky Pisces. Some of you are going through something with the Pisces. So this is the Empress. So to me, why it's Pisces is because it's 12, and then the Hangman is 12, and then this is a 3 card. Okay, so it's a lot to do with being mothered. I think some of you is that you want to be a mother. I think because I restarted it because I heard swimmers, and I thought I can't say that. So I did hear before I started swimmers, something to do with athletics as well, but I'm picking up swimmers as in when there might be some kind of pregnancy with somebody, because this would be wanting to be a mother or that you are. But I still heard channeling wise swimmers, and I also heard that pesky Pisces, but there was something to do with swimming. But now I'm kind of hearing like athletics. Aries from January till June 2020. What's going on with Aries from January to June 2020? First half. Work into the first half of 2020 for Aries, Sun, and Rising Venus. Thank you. So you've got yourself or a fire sign, but it's normally Sagittarius for me. But the Queen of Wands. So someone really does want to be pregnant, or is or could well be pregnant. This is looking forward to the future of being a mother. This is also someone wants to be looked after. I think if you're with your partner, they are looking after you. If not, you're looking after your appearance. There's something to do with your appearance that you are happy with now. Because I'm also hearing that someone might have just had some kind of operation or surgery as well. Looking at these points here, because it's pointing to some kind of operatic kind of music also. But I'm hearing opera, like operation. There's some kind of operation that someone might be looking into, but you might have heard good news about an operation if there's an operation in the family. Okay, so through this period of time, I'm thinking for some of you that there is an operation, whatever that might be, to do with also loves and matters of the heart. But that would be good news about it, because this is looking forward to the future. So someone in your energy, it might be a mother or a child, and you are the mother watching it for a child, that there is future plans now where things can now go forward. But someone is also looking forward to this operation if it hasn't happened yet. Okay, so this is kind of like the first half of 2020. So love life, I think that it's going in the direction that you want it to. I think that you're the driving force of your family. I think you're the driving force of your creation, and I think you're the driving force for everybody that's involved within you. Okay, I think that if you do have a lot of people generally around you that are motherly, I think that you're also there standing up to the because it's kind of like I'm showing people to do with like how to be a mother. Some of you are being shown by your mother how to be a mother, and you're teaching them because they are also possibly pregnant. Okay, let's see, Aries. But some of these will come through as channeled messages as well, so I'm not sure who they are for. So please, if this does relate to you so far, please let me know in the comments section, just to make sure that I'm not crazy and the things that I'm hearing are are actual spirits. Because I'm picking up a baby's earring, like, because I'm picking up, sorry, but my eyes were just drawn straight to this card here. My baby's had an hearing aid. I'm hearing a hearing aid. Sorry, Adi, or Adrian, or baby. My baby's just had a hearing. It's either an earring or a hearing. I'm also hearing like a court hearing, that you had good news about that. Something, or through the doctor's appointments or doctors, that there was a hearing and that was very good news about it, because they welcomed you into something, a practice, because I'm hearing a practitioner, but I'm hearing practice. Someone's also practicing things esoterically, but a practice, like a medical practice. Some of you might be looking into the future of becoming a medical assistant, or a clerical assistant. For some of you it's a medical assistant, for some of you it's a clerical assistant, or you're going to be a clerical assistant, or you might be looking for a clerical assistant that can help you out with your family. So I'm picking up like a babysitting as well, like babysitters looking for people to look after your children, but I'm hearing like an assistant manager. So let's see, for Aries, you could have just signed a contract to be an assistant manager, and that it's going well, and that you could well get a promotion through the Queen of Wands, because there seems to be a lot of women around you as well. Regardless, a lot of family, but also a lot of women that can be you, that are also guiding other women, because I'm picking that there seems to be a lot of women. That's, I think, why I heard that swimming, athletics, but also pregnancy. Okay, so you've definitely got fire. You've definitely got a fire under your belt, for sure. Something's, because I'm hearing like a child could be like, because I heard belt. Okay, now I'm not putting that as into like punishment, but I'm picking it up as like some kind of punishment, like publication. What do they call that? General punishment. Someone's going through some kind of punishment. But it could be a child that's going through some kind of punishment. Because I'm picking up punctuation as well. Punctuation. This is focused, and this person's trying to focus on everything that they want to get perfect. There's somebody that wants something perfect, but it might be your children that are involved within this. And this could be the mother, and it could be you of the children that are really looking forward to the future to do with their work that they have to do with it. Could be beauty therapy or some kind of therapy, because I'm picking up something that's very therapeutic for you and them, but something is also like for them it seems therapeutic where they've been able to focus on it now. Okay, so you got the Knight of Blades, so that would be two lots of messages, but these are two lots of energy. What is why I'm picking them up as like children. Sorry if the camera's a little bit off center. Something's centered. Someone's looking into a center as well, like an arena. I'm picking up Irene, and I'm picking up chlorine as well, like a swimming instructor, or chlorine, because I am picking up the chlorine that you get in water. Chlorine or Doreen Virtue. Doreen Virtue, healing family issues. Could well be. Let's see, Aries. What else have you got coming up for Aries from January till June 2020, the first half of 2020, please, for Aries. Messages for Aries. 2020 reading. Thank you, Spirit. So, yeah, it's definitely a lot to do with children. Saving. Some kind of savings that need to be saved up for this future. Because I'm picking up some of it is an actual operation that someone might need. Okay, but there's a needy energy around you for an operation, but it could be a child that needs this operation, but there's an operatic kind of feel to it as well. Okay, because this is operatic, so it's like speaking, but someone might be guarded against actually. It's like 1 minute they're very fast action in their life, and this could be someone else, and then all of a sudden they slow down. It's like fast and very slow. the communication between whatever's going on with this energy is very fast and dramatic, but then it's also guarded. It's also protecting children as well from somebody, okay? So that can be an ex-partner that you're guarding your children from because they need their attention for something. So there's a definite energy that this can be someone else that is trying to come back into your life whilst you start feeling good and where you really want to be there. But it would be to do with some kind of business that you had together or still have, where a contract is still there, which means that if it isn't a contract of work, it's more to do with a family that they are very protective, because it's kind of like this Four of Pentacles is more vulnerable to open up. So there might be some kind of conflict with these energies that are coming. Okay. So, okay, so someone's definitely trying to direct someone. Someone's definitely trying to tell somebody. It's kind of like telling. I'm going to tell on you. But there's that. But someone is also, I'm hearing, telling tales because they're trying to cover something up that might be a pregnancy for someone. And they're trying to cover that up and not tell someone that someone is also, could be you, that is concerned about someone. This is very, very concerned about somebody, okay? And they're trying to make a point specifically to someone to tell them that you need to do this, and they're not listening. Whoever that is, they're not listening. So it can either be you that's not listening to someone because you don't want to, or you're trying to get the attention of someone that doesn't want it, okay? But that is definitely also around children, okay? But this might be you if it's to do with your love life and it's not going in the direction that you want at the moment, that it's guarding yourself 100% from someone that can be very opinionated. But if you are the mother of children and it's to do with that, then obviously people, regardless, are well within their right to do what they want. But there is definitely someone that's trying to protect themselves from someone that also does play mind games with people through the information that they have. It's kind of like, okay, I've got information, and how am I going to use it to tell you something? Because it feels like someone wants to tell you something, but they say it in the wrong manner, okay? Because there's a manner here, a manner that if you are the mother of children, then it's like, listen to me. I am the person that will help you, but you need to listen. But there's an energy of like, I can't be bothered to listen at the moment. It's like I can't be bothered. There's still that Four of Cups energy, because 4 can still be used as an energy of the magician to manipulate things, because it's still people's karma. Okay, so if you are going through something very manipulative with someone, they're still playing the same tactics against you, which would be the amount of information they find out from children, for some, that they find out from their kids, and this would be an ex-partner, that find out from their children, that use it against you, and that is that the children are trying to protect themselves from a possible ex-partner, and because they're doing that, this person's energy comes through as trying to get your attention to provoke. This is a provoking energy. Someone's provoking someone. But let's see, because it's a response. Yeah, the magician, this can be a very manipulative magician. They're digging up the past again. I think you've had this in your energy for a while, and actually that beginning song that I did was these same cards and that same reading for an Aries. Okay, the magician, mermaid magic. Someone keeps digging up the past, trying to dig up research. They dig things up and they dig things up and they turn it over. And it's like, I want to specifically turn you over. So I think that some of that is an energy of like sex. It can be, because I want to turn you over. I don't know why I'm hearing that, because it's an involvement for some. But that might be children that are going on their path of what they want to do. But I'm definitely picking up like an involvement through this magician that is digging up information 100% to use it against you as a tactic to keep you stuck and blocked. Because it's like, because it might be you. Because for some of you, I'm hearing that you're not telling this person, because that's one thing that you don't do if you suffer from narcissism, okay, is to tell a narcissist and show them any kind of feeling and emotion. The moment you do, it's kind of like if this person tells people and you hear it from them and you just think, oh, that's wound me up that much that I've just got to tell them. When you tell them, that's you expressing feelings and emotions about what they've done and what they've said. They control that. That's why it's a game. The moment that you don't feel like you need to tell the person, you might feel like you want to tell them, but don't. That's what I'm saying. It's not a show and tell if people go through narcissism control. You don't show a secondary emotion. Your secondary emotion can also be through children, you see, because they can tell people or children something. And then the moment they do, the children or you are going to have a discussion about it, and it stirs up feelings of emotions of drama. And the moment that you do that, like operatic, it brings all that up to the surface, and then you play against one another by telling them something that winds you up, and then you have to show an emotion and a feeling and a reaction, and then what you do is get a response of negativity. Okay, so you have to not tell people information. You have to keep it from them. You have to keep your emotions and your feelings locked inside, and do not ever tell the person anything if you are suffering from that, because that's where they feed from, you see. That's the secondary emotion, the game and tactic that they can play with other people, and that when they do that with other people, you hear it on second-hand emotion, right? Tina Turner turns you over. So you hear it from a second-hand emotion from someone else, that stirs your emotions up, you confront the person, and then they hear it, and that's where they've got you, showing your feelings and emotions. That's the secondary or third emotion, okay? So through 4, everybody gets involved, and this magician turns manipulative, okay? Because they juggle the amount of information that they feed to other people. And when they do that, you second-hand hear it, and that's where they're causing commotion and chaos through other people. That's control, you know. And I'm definitely feeling that through this reading. Because second-hand emotion comes from the information that they speak and say that winds you up, that get you to show your own. That's why it's a show and tell. Because you don't know whether it's a secret, the truth, not. You question yourself, you question them, they question you, and it's all stirred up by one person that causes chaos in your life. Okay? So show me Aries from January to June. Sorry, Aries. I'm getting flustered through the amount. I'm feeling hot and cold. It's kind of like 1 minute I'm hot and the next minute I'm cold. And I'm feeling through this energy that's making me stutter through these cards of what to do. It's kind of like a rushed feeling. Like I need to rush, I need to rush, I need to rush. And then all of a sudden it's kind of like, now I can't rush, and now I'm down again. You know, it's like up and down. 1 minute everything's working out, then the next minute it's not. But these can be family involvements, you see. That is interfering with also possibly your work. Because these are obligations that are all set by your contract that you have to have, and a contract at work as well. Okay, so 8 of Coins. The Everlasting Rainbow, Destiny, the Wheel of Fortune, the World, sorry. So... it seems like this person digs up the amount of information definitely to do with finances, okay? Definitely to do with finances and money. So you've got the 8 of Coins and the 4, 12, which is 3, which is possible Piscean, okay? For some of you. But it's still caught in a trap of needing to sit down and talk to, you see... it depends how this turns out. This is people that are sitting down to discuss something about plans for the future. So this energy might be coming through of how you're going to sit down with children if you've got them, Okay, because I don't know why I had own. The dog is now going ballistic. But this is a sit down that needs to happen in order for you to discuss travel plans and things of the direction that it's going in. But it would also be a woman's cycle that is present, that can be to do with someone that's going through the motions, okay? Because I'm also hearing motion sickness as well. Then you've got the Ten of Cups. But this is either began or it's not. It's kind of like you might feel very happy with your partner if you're with a partner, and this is an ex-partner or someone that is interfering in that energy, okay? Because this would be what they're doing. They're trying to come back into your life to dig up things, to stir up the energy and to stir it up whilst you're, to give you like a lack of, I'm hearing like a lack of concentration to do with work is lost through that, okay? But then it all seems to come good. Because I'm hearing like a lack of interest. There's something to do with a lack of interest physically to do with the amount of businesses that you own. But there might be an interest, and this person wants to know how much is your interest and how much have you got to do with your money and your finances. How much have you got and how much are you earning? Because obviously people say travel. Well, you will travel to work because if you don't own your own company, you work at home or you get in a car and travel to somewhere. Whatever you do at home for your business, there is someone that wants a piece of it, okay? So that would be rent and bills that are all due, okay? But if you're suffering through some kind of control by someone, they control the amount of information that is said and done to do with your family. Yeah, some of this could well go to court. Some of you might take your person to court because you've got the King of Blades and the Five of Blades. It's a lot to do with work and money that's all wrapped up in a business still and all still wrapped up with. But this would be studying. There's going to take a period of study. It's like a moment of clarity because you will not change the King of Blades. Because if the King of Blades is you, you're the person that owns the company, you're the person that looks after the family, and you're the person that looks after the bills and everything else that you own. So there's companies that are involved. Also internet-based businesses that you might do, like drilling for oil or something as well. Okay, like land. Because I'm hearing like someone's looking into buying a piece of land. Land. I'm hearing the Jim Morrison song, Land Ho. But I'm picking up like an allotment. Some of you, if you did lose someone, I don't know why, because I'm picking up like a site, like a grave site for a piece of land for somebody. But that would be a visitation of someone, or that would be your, it depends how old you are, but like a grandparent or an elderly mother. Okay, possible. But that's not everybody. Because I'm picking these up through this world here of different patches to look for and different places to probably physically move or to physically own some more land. Okay? Now, if it's not to do with owning more land, it might be to do with where do you want to start this business up? Whereabouts do you want to move to? And where do you want one of these pieces of land? Because you might be moving from different places and you might own different companies, or you might own 2 or 3 houses. Okay? Because I'm picking up now like a housing development or a development that you might have to go to the bank to ask for a physical loan from the bank to do with your family, to do with something that you're very interested in and that you might want to buy. But that could well be a piece of land. And that you're looking at your finances very closely. You've got this as a second-hand emotion of someone else that's trying to interfere with your energy whilst you're trying to search for somewhere to move away from them. Okay, but you might need, I'm now hearing that if you have an ex-partner marriage and it's to do with the children that are involved, then it feels like this is fear a little to know that you've got to get their approval, seal of approval, from them first before you can actually take your family away a move. Now that's either a holiday or a physical move, but you possibly know that you have to contact this person to tell them that you actually want to move. And this is coming up through the first half of 2020. Okay, so, but it all seems to come good, because it would all be to do with what's best for your family and what you want that's best. Okay, but I'm also hearing now that you might have to approach a solicitor through either a contract to get divorced for some, or solicitors, and these would be people that actually own this land if you are looking into it, and this would be the bank or that person that owns it. So you can look at that as a business, of what I'm hearing for some, a piece of land, and this would be the bank that you might have to approach to ask for more money to be able to do it. Or this would be, if you're still with your long-lasting partner and you're married, that you might have to ask them if it's, and you probably having a discussion of what's best. Okay, but that would also be for some of you away from this ex-partner, and it is involving the children that you've got with them. But in order to do that, you possibly are fearing that you've got to tell this person that, you know, that they're not going to actually do anything other than what they've always done, which is to deny it and then to start an argument. And then that when that starts an argument, they throw the past back at you to do with money and how are you going to support the kids and how are you going to do this and how are you going to do that. And then that might be a discussion that you're going to have with them about this physical piece of land or move or business, and it is all to do with the family that are all involved of what's best for them. So some of you, this might go to court appearance, because it might go to a solicitor, but it could also go to a mortgage broker, because I'm hearing mortgage broke. Not breaking the bank, but like a mortgage broker that is going to, because I'm picking up Morgana or Morga or Morgan. But mortgage broker, that would be the lender. Because all of this has got to go through this king. All of this. It's got to go through the parents here. These are definite parents. Definite parents. Okay? So, masculine and feminine. You would be the woman, and then this would be your husband if you're married. Okay? And you both own this company, land, business, and you own it. But the majority of this reading is to do with the things that you might have that are going on with your children, and then also things that are going on with the business that you own together and the house that you own together, but you might be looking into more. Okay? So expanding more. Company, business, all involved, also possible moving for some. Or it might be all of the above. So let's look at one more card, please. King of Cups. So it's all in the name of love. It's all in the name of... There's a lot of masculine people around you. The King of Cups and the Empress. This is the love that you possibly have for your long-standing marriage partner if you're married, or even if you've been together a long time. This would all be to do with family and the love that you actually have for your partner, okay? But you do have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But if you are going through something very controlling with the same kind of sign, it still might be in someone else's, but you would still be going through elements of control, possibly with this energy here, because these are both... can be very, very difficult energies to work around. The King of Blades and the King of Cups, okay? Because they're fixed, is what I'm picking up. They're fixed. Which is why some of them, I'm thinking that this could well be a Scorpio energy for some. But this is a Pisces as well. Ten of Cups is a Pisces card, okay? Because it's welcoming as an energy. But if you're not getting on with that sign... that's, I can't figure that one out. So let's see. So the Empress. So show me more about this Empress. What's this Empress about? Oh, the mother that feels lost, left out. If you're going through something very dramatic with your children, they might be feeling low, and it might be causing you to feel low. and lost without them. For some, there is a mum that feels like they have lost out of something. Now, if this is sorry, I have to mention this one, but if this is, because I am picking up like a grave site, okay, and that might be for some of you that it's difficult for you to physically get out of some, not get out of it, because you can never get out of that, but what I'm saying is of that energy, this mother appearance seems to be like an energy that is just making you remember things about being a mother. For some of you, this is a very controlling person that could be also in your life, because you've got the 5 of Cups and the 4, which is 9, which can be very, very, very draining for you to handle. Okay, you are karmically connected to love partners through this, but you're also connected to a lot of family as well. And it's causing this 5 of Cups. It's affecting the Empress, which is the mother or the person that owns things. It's causing a lot of worry about your children as well. If you've got kids, it's worrying about your children, and it's worrying about, but if you're the Aries, this could well be your mum that's worried about you because you don't live there anymore for some, okay? But this is fearing that things are not always going to turn out best with family, okay? So if you're going through anything with any family member, that would be someone that's trying to get back into your life, that can be at a low vibration, that can use that low vibration through the Magician energy, okay, which would be 4 here, as to use it as a tactic of a low vibration to get back into your good books, to then start to make it happen again through information. So it can be someone that's vulnerable, okay, in your life, if you're going through something very like, well, twin flame soulmate energy, that you feel very vulnerable, and because you feel vulnerable, that's where you start to manifest at a low vibration, okay, and it stops this Queen of Wands from feeling fiery, okay, fiery here, which can be you, Aries, okay. So what's this Queen of Wands for? But definitely like a mum feels left out and separated away from somebody. What's this Queen of Wands for? So if you're going through a twin flame soulmate connection that you just can't get out of your mind, there's a lot of processes that you need to go through, because it is still a contract that's imprinted within your soul's contract, okay. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, yeah. So you start to feel very offensive and defensive of who to actually cut out of your life and who's best for it. You know, you start looking into and worrying possibly about your physical health, your probable physical appearance that can be covered up by society, making us think, well, if there's something wrong, there's something wrong, but no, I have to cover that up. And then you can start to worry about your appearance, okay? You can start to worry about your health. There might be physical health issues that somebody has around you, that can be a parent or child, that is causing a lot of worry and stress for you to handle. And it's an ongoing thing, But that would be you cutting out, or them cutting out the mum, you see. The Queen of Wands can be you as a mother. And that because that's happening with your children, or with these messages from your past partner as well, is that things just get on top of you, and that in order to deal with it all, you start to fear things and like feel like you're losing, like a losing battle, and that you're losing your children to somebody, or that you're losing a battle to, or they're feeling that they're losing or something. Sorry, I'm just getting Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus people. Cross watchers. What's the Knight of Wands for? Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands comes in again. It's rest. It's simple rest. There needs to be, you see, 4 and 4. You see, 4. The Magician is kind of 4 and 4. there's meditation that you do, sure, and it takes a lot of it, but meditation doesn't work unless you're using your mind in the right process of channeling. You see, if your energy gets stuck, then you're not channeling, which means that you can't be creative and passionate. So there's an era of feeling stuck, okay? Because that's why your channel doesn't work within spirit, because you're channeling negativity from a negative person or thing that's around you. So it makes you channel, you know, channeling creativity and passionate is stepping into your dream through your ideas. And if you don't use your ideas in the right manner and in the right direction, they get stuck. And then your vibration gets low because the thought starts to ruminate through 5. Starts to go through your head. What's the 4 of... Tell me more about this 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is to do with possible Leo. Possible Leo. Okay? But that's, you see, that's still having strength, still persistent. So that's only the beginning. It's like persistency to be able to work as a team, if that's what you're trying to do, is to pull yourselves together and to work together as a team more closely. Strength. Because it's always still about courage in order to be able to persist and move forward out of this energy that can be astrology wise. Okay, so the Knight of Blades then is a message and also an offer, but it's still an opportunity that someone's going to give to a possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, but it's an opportunity to be a mum as well for a lot of you. This would be you still being a mum, that your children want your attention whilst you're trying to concentrate. This can be your children that are involved in the family. It would still be having an involvement to do with parenthood and also money that's involved. So let's see the 4 of Coins. 4 of Coins. What's this for? Please clarify further into what this 4 of Coins is. Thank you. Really? I knew that was going to come out. 4 of Coins again. Queen of Wands again. You've got 2 queens. So you've got a lot of people that are trying to stand up. This is trying to protect yourself from your past partner as well. And also some of you that your children are trying to protect themselves away from the amount of information that they tell you as well, for some of you. Because the 4 of Coins would be children, okay? And it can be, if you're going through a thing, when you try to tell them something, they automatically form a guard and a block, and they probably cross their arms, okay? That would be them protecting their heart chakra, okay? You would do that generally as a human being, and you protect yourself away from possibly you if you're going through that, okay? But possible Sagittarius for me, when they try to give you this offer here. But if you're with a Sagittarius and you're getting on very well with them, this would be you two protecting yourselves away from the amount of information that you give to someone that you have an ex-relationship. So if you've got an ex-relationship with someone that's causing a lot of problems, this would be you and your partner, whoever that is, protecting yourself and your children away from them. Okay? So what's the 4 of Coins? The 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups is, you see, 8. Can be possible Leo energy, water in their chart maybe. But 12, Piscean. I think that because I do know some people that have gone through a lot of drama with a Pisces, okay? And that to me is the 8 of Cups. 12, which is 3, which is the Hangman, right? So that would be the people that have gone through something very, very dramatic with a Pisces. They keep you stuck between a rock and a hard place and you don't know which way to go, okay? Because it's kind of like offering to someone and then they just leave. They just come in, they interfere with your information and what they say, and then you have to leave them again. As them keep trying to interfere with your energy if you're going through something possible. If you're a cross-watcher, Pisces, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that have gone through this drama with a long time with a possible Pisces. Eight of Cups. Tell me more about this Eight of Cups. Yeah, and it would be Piscean. There you go. 10 of Cups, which is there. An ex-relationship that you could possibly have with a Pisces. So if you're not, this is something that is going on with a family member that is struggling at the moment to do with what they're going to do next, because they could have just realized that they're going to leave home, or that they're left home. This would be a child that's off on their expeditions and off on their where they want to go, to where they want to be happy. Okay, so if your children are leaving home, or they're just out there experimenting with their life, then that's their energy. And that's coming through as two, you know, your ex, possible, and also things that are going on under the roof with possible children. Okay. 5 of Blades. 5 of Blades. Okay, so you continue to work for this person. Some of you work for this person, physically work for them. They want to work on it again, but it's kind of like the information that they write down. Some of you, they send you messages via the internet, okay? And when they do that, you get into an argument with them. But you might also be argumentative with people that work for you or you work for, because you get into an altercation with them. Because this would be you at work, physically, having to work, but also having to ruminate that thought in your head that there's something that you're not in agreement with. That's either a person or that you're not quite there yet. What's this? 8 of Pentacles. And there's the 9 of Cups. You see, having to work to get all the things that you want in life. But if you're having to pay someone else as well, then you're having to work extremely hard, because this person's probably got more than you, but they still want some of what you've got. Okay, because it can be an energy that is greed through this. Okay, it can be. But it's still working for your wish and still working for your dream. That is a good approach to that 9 of Cups. But if it's very draining for you with this ex-person, that would be because they're draining the contract that you're still set in there with them. But you've still got good stuff, because you've got the 10 of Cups and the 9. But it's a lot to do with a contract of family, 9 and 1. It's still 10. They're just cycles that are all playing out of the same thing. The Magician. What's this Magician? The Magician. So they start to communicate again. Still possible pregnancy for someone. Okay, still possible. Still travelling. What's this 8 of? Your partner could well be a fire sign that you're in love with and that you're with. Okay, like I said here, and you're with a fire sign, and you're helping each other manifest your dreams and wishes of what you want, and working together as a team. Okay, and putting your heads together and your minds together. But you've still got that energy of that other person, or possible children. What's the 8 of Coins? 8 of Coins. There you go. Fire sign again. I mean, that's a night of passion and a night out. But they still come in again with an opportunity and an offer. Sorry, way too many cards. You've definitely got Gemini here. Gemini, Scorpio. Okay. Gemini and Scorpio. This person wants to work on it. Again, you've got the 8 of Coins twice. So you might be really with your partner. These are going to be days out that you're going to spend with your partner. Yeah. Okay, so the world is about this physical place that you want to move to if you do physically want to move. Okay, because the 10, you don't just stand there holding wands. It's like a burden because it's a thought that you want to go to somewhere that you can't quite see yet. So it means physical movement. Because that would mean the action that you're going to have to take to move everything. What's this 10 of? 10. There you go. Juggling. Possible Libra energy around, which would still be contemplation of where to go and what to do. So any of those first lot of messages that came through, that would still be you thinking about that piece of land or that job or something that more that you want to do. So what's this 10 of Cups for? 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. So you start to reinvest and wait. 7, 8, 9. Some of you might want to be single at the end of it, possible, and you might just want out of all this, and that you just decide to take all your stuff and move. 7 and 2, 9. But reinvest into the family again to wait for them, or a Pisces is still waiting. What's the 7 of Coins for? 7 of Coins, there you go, Cancerian, but possible travel, you see, waiting to build up your business to be able to afford to travel and to move physically, okay? Also saving up for a car, because there might be a car that's also involved, so you might decide to buy a car later on in the year. What's the Chariot for? To do with, yeah, travel, fire sign. What's the King of Blades for? King of Blades is to do with worry now. I think it's still waiting on this energy. So you've got Gemini, Libra, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You've got a lot of air now. It's keeping you stuck. Something to do with families keeping you stuck. Might just be having to wait on this court appearance for some of you. If it's still going on, might be because you're having to wait for that. Okay, and it's a cycle. 7, 9, 10, 11, which is 2 again for a parent to say that could be a Gemini. Okay, or you've got it in your chart, but this would be the person that owns the house, the property, the amount of information. There's still someone that worries about it, but they keep you stuck with changing their mind a lot. They change their mind, 1 minute it's this way, 1 minute it's that way. But this person here wants to know stuff. They want to know. Definitely want to know. Keeps your mind stuck. But the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Now to me, counterparts also mean that is your family. The King and the Queen of Swords are families, husband and wife. Okay? Husband and wife, Gemini. There's some kind of worry about that. If you are got Gemini in your chart, or you're relating to this as your husband or wife, there's some kind of worry about what's happening with the family. And this is either you or this is the family member that is worrying about what's going to happen. So what's this King of Cups? King of Cups is now worried. Well, strength, Leo possible, 9. There you go. It all comes good in the end. 15, which is 6. Here, you start to move forward. Things start to become good. You start to get money. You start to get paid again. If you're, I don't feel that all through this is no money. It's like people could have as much money as they want. But whatever that is, it's all to do with family businesses and money. Okay? But at the end of it, you start to mirror the same number of 6 and start to win. Okay? You get winnings. Some of you are going to win something, or it's either you win this court appearance, or this King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, if you are struggling with one, they're going to, it seems like they're going to have some money here. They're going to ask for some money or going to get it. If you own a business with them, it might be that they have this money. That's a strange energy. Because I'm picking it up as a separate energy, this King of Cups is the Piscean. That's all to do with your family, and there's money involvements with that. Okay? But that might just be that you own a company and they get paid for it here. And they protect it, some of it, away from. So it might be that you got separate bank accounts and that you protect it away from parents or something. Okay, protect it, because that's assets and money that's also looked into, like heritage and an investment, like a what do you call it? A will. Also, like someone gets paid for a will, or they're waiting on a will that's owed to them by the amount of land or money that they have here. This would be a big house that someone has. Okay, so that's your reading from January till June 2020, but that's just a basic general overview for you guys. But a Pacific reading for you would be more Pacific for you. This is just loads of Aries that are watching it, so it will relate in some ways, but some of your paths will be different. If you want a personal reading, you can also reach out to me. We'll do different readings. I hope that you do follow the Lucid Dream Tarot Music. We'll do different genres of different stuff. Meditation, sleepy music, all kinds of stuff. So I really am looking for backing, and hopefully that you follow one of the links below to Lucid Dream Tarot Music. So thanks guys, I hope that you're okay, and I will be back doing January very soon. And then the rest of this reading for the next half of the 2020 you will be able to find soon, but you will have cards that will appear that you can go back to this reading, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, alright guys, thanks very much, and I'll catch you again soon. Peace.